They said the house ate its inhabitants, but Arthur thought it was just a local myth until the walls started screaming in the winter of 2014. The Miller family moved into Blackwood Manor.
We just need
It
to
was
check
suspiciously
inside,
cheap. They soon found out why the first week was dead silent, except for the temperature. No matter how high they turned the heat, the inside of the house felt like a tomb. Then, week 2 arrived, and at exactly 3:14 a.m., the scratching began right behind the headboard of their bed. It wasn't just the sound. The very air in the hallways changed. It turned thick, foul, like breathing through wet wool. And then came Toby's new friend. He called him the Tall Man, a figure standing completely still in the corner of his closet. One morning, Toby looked up at Arthur and whispered words that froze his father's blood. He said, "Oh, the floorboards are hungry." December came. A massive storm cut off the village. At exactly 3:14 a.m., Arthur woke up to a freezing draft. The scratching had stopped, but Toby was gone, shining his flashlight downward. Arthur noticed a trail of small, muddy footprints. They led straight to the basement door, a door they kept strictly locked. As Arthur descended into the damp, freezing cellar, his flashlight began to flicker. In the center of the mud floor stood Toby, rigid, staring at the stone wall. But Toby wasn't alone. Looming right behind the little boy was a shadow that didn't belong to the light. The tall man was right there. Arthur rushed forward and grabbed his son. As the flashlight beam swept across the stone wall, he saw why the house was speaking. The mortar had crumbled, packed tightly between the stones were hundreds of decayed human teeth and long strands of dark hair. The house wasn't just haunted, it was built with the dead. Arthur didn't ask questions. He scooped up Toby, screamed for Elena, and they fled into the freezing storm in their pajamas, leaving everything behind. Police investigations later uncovered a horrific history. In the late 1800s, the original owner was an occultist who sacrificed his victims, embedding their remains into the walls to grant himself immortality. The Millers never returned. Today, Blackwood Manor stands
thinks
empty,
this house is empty,
boarded up, and swallowed by dead
they
waves.
have no idea
But the house
what is waiting inside.
is far from dead. Those who pass by it on stormy nights swear they can still hear a faint, though
Everyone
desperate
thinks this
scratching
house is empty.
coming from behind the bricks,
Claw their
as
way
if the
out.
victims
No idea
are
what is
still
waiting
trying
inside.
to claw their way out.